Hi all, it's me Gemma, a story and a song, and today I'm going to be letting Letha Lime's TBR machine choose 4 books for my August TBR. Now, the TBR machine is a randomised website that basically gives you challenges which you can then choose books from your TBR shelf for. The reason that I have gone for 4 books is that while I know I will read more than that in the month of August, I don't like to commit too much to a TBR. If anything the last few months has taught me that I am completely a mood reader, and tying myself up to too much of a TBR just stresses me out. So I am going to allow the TBR machine to choose 4 books from my physical TBR. So first of all, I'm going to go to the TBR machine and see what the first challenge is. And the first challenge is read a book that has been adapted into a movie or TV show. Now this, hopefully, will not be interrupted by my dog barking. Now I am going to go with The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. This has been recently adapted by Virgin TV and it's on, excuse me, I'm going to go and stop my dog barking. Virgin Television, and I haven't watched it yet. Now I know that Amanda at the Naughty Librarian read this and said it was okay, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy it. I think it's about a woman who wakes up and discovers that she's part of like an MI6 for people with powers, so I will put this as number 1 on my TBR. And number 2, let's get the next one. So the next one is read a book that has been written for young adults. Now this one shouldn't be hard because I've got quite a lot of YA. Okay, so for this one I'm going to go with A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. Again, this is one that I bought off the recommendation of BookTube. I haven't yet read it, but I've seen quite a few people really enjoy it. It's basically a Beauty and the Beast retelling where a girl with cerebral palsy, I believe, is taken into another world to sort of help redeem a prince, who is the Beast in this instance. So this will be number 2 on my TBR. And then read a book featuring something that you would like to do. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go with The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. And this, as far as I can tell, is, well, it is science fiction, but it's about a ship called the Wayfarer, which is basically working on a job, you know, plotting a trail from one end of space to the other. Basically, when she joins the crew of the Wayfarer, she's just looking for a small, quiet spot to call home, adventure in the far-off corners of the galaxy and distance from her troubled past. I've heard that this is a very good, very non-angsty book with good representation, so this will be my book featuring something I'd like to do, because I would very much like to go to space. Although if given the actual opportunity to go to space, I'd probably be terrified and would say no, but we can dream. And then our last challenge is going to be a book released in 2019. For this one, we are going to go with Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This one came out very recently. It's a 2019 release and it's about a girl who works in a library filled with basically sentient books. So I really like the sound of that. I love the beautiful cover. So this will be number 4 on my TBR. What I really like about the randomizer TBR is that I am really indecisive. So it gives me a chance to have some books that I know I definitely need to read during the month without it being too high stakes. And I'm not sort of beholden to any readathons or challenges. I'm not going to feel, you know, bad if I think I've failed. So hopefully this will work out. And thanks to Penny at Letha Lime for allowing me to use her TBR machine in this video. I very much recommend you go and check her out. She's very cool, very similar taste in books to me, very centred a lot around fantasy and, as she said, speculative fiction. So I will leave the link to her channel below, and also the link to the TBR machine as well if you want to use it yourself. So until next time, take care, bye bye.